Ran up on a now he say he looking for me. I don't really give a.
We are about to do a community challenge right here on 2K TV. Team Cash versus Team Troy Dam.
And nothing. Sure can. All right, DA, thanks. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right there in 5th position. Middle of the pack in the conference.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they fought awfully hard this season, and they've got the results to show for it. It's been a breakout year for this group.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been a nice story, but now the real work begins, getting themselves primed for a deep push into the playoffs.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. You've got Brogdon. Ryan is out there with Tatum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And for the Mavericks, Gordon out there with Embiid. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Fox. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. 13 feet away. Burks' shot is good. Of course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside. I got to tell you, Doris, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Suns.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
And Embiid with the block. That one drops for him. And the Mavericks with possession here. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers. Burks the pass to Fox. Makes it off the glass. Fox has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Tatum. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Over Brooks. Here's Kanter. Knocked away. And again, it's De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got 6.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Well, the former number 3 pick in the 2017 draft, Jason Tatum has been nothing short of amazing as a young gun in this league. What a star on the rise.
And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
Here's Burks. Pacers with the rebound. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
You know, this was about their perseverance and their conditioning. To me, that was the difference in overtime.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
A leaner. That one off the back iron and out.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Bryant in the post. Burks covering. The shot by Bryant, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The pass to Fox. The three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. It's a tie game in Dallas. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about...
Not knowing English, obviously I do.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Jason Tatum is out there with Thomas Bryant. Then it's Morant. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Cantor in at the 5.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Fox, following the basket by John Morant. Fox passes to Burks. And too long on the shot. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
And so it's Dallas with Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Now, here's Fox. Not a lot of room. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Indiana. Cantor's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And finished off by Morant.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. Love when he gets up and throws it down.
Embiid, the pass to Fox. 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Morant. Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class, De'Aaron Fox. Greg, he was sensational.
Kevin, the difference between a year 1 and a year 2 player was never displayed better than the improvement that Fox showed. His shot, vision, and decision-making all started to catch up to that incredible athleticism.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 7 over Brooks. Here's Cantor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Well, there is something special about the way Enes Kanter performs on the offensive end. He is a tough cover.
And you look at the Mavericks' numbers last season, the need for shooting is obvious.
And I think, Greg, what's shocking is poor shooting is not something you have historically associated with the Mavs. But when you look at it through last season, they took a high rate of threes and a high rate of free throws. And yet, both of those percentages were poor. That's an area for improvement this season.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Outside to Brogdon. Outside Tatum. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Burks. He's pulled in a lot of votes, nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Pacers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brogdon outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And they're unable to get the tying basket there. From deep. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4. And that's a wrap.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got Brooks, Aaron Gordon out there with Embiid, and it's Fox, and it's Burks, and at the 2 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized. But would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Here's Fox. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. With the teardrop, and there's the nice layup by Burks. Burks has got 5.
How about the control on the floater? Burks has that shot down to a science.
Brogdon with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Brooks against Tatum. No good on the shot. Good D by Embiid.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Pass to Gordon. Over Morant. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Brooks. Gordon's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Tatum. Fires for 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Jason Tatum is the complete package on the offensive end. He can drive it, he can get to the mid-range, and now the 3-point shot.
Now here's Burks. He has 5. Here's Fox. That shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They host the 76ers after this game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Passes to Morant. And Bryant kicks to Tatum. Back to Bryant. Now the dish to Tatum. From deep 3-point range, Tatum with another miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Burks finds Fox. Morant with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. Morant's got 6.
What's amazing about Morant, he racks up steals even though he doesn't naturally gamble a lot.
Here's Fox. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Brogdon against Burks. And here is Brogdon, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. From deep. No good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Indiana out in front, leading. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Indiana, they've got Enes Kanter. Made him out there with Bryant. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Morant in at the 1 spot.
Boy, remarkable watching Alec Burks power through the defense.
Morant kicks to Bryant. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Bryant dishes to Tatum. 5 to shoot. Back to Bryant. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Pacers lead by 2.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And the pass to Gordon. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Brooks against Tatum. Over Brooks. Mavericks with the rebound. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You gotta love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Now here's Bryant. Pass to Brogdon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That free throw good from Brogdon. Brogdon hits them both.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Here's Fox. Pass to Burks. Now here's Brooks. Pass to Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got it all tied up now for the man.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
We've got 1:48 left in the game. Here's Morant. It's deflected. They recover it. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Fox passes to Embiid. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Tatum drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Back to Embiid. Shoots a fader. Chalk up 2 there.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Now here's Brogdon. To the middle. It falls.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 4. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Enes Kanter.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2, and it's Gordon missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 3. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fox. Right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
And the Pacers call time here. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Brogdon shoots over Burks. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And right. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So Indiana wins the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Dallas, Alec Burks is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Brooks. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Here's Brogdon. The Mavericks making the shot. Lays it up off the glass. Brogdon's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Fox dishes to Embiid. Now here's Morant. Guarded by Fox. And that one's good. Morant.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Now here's Fox. Here's Embiid. And Kanter pulls it down. Morant with it. Outside to Brogdon. It counts.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're down by 4. There's 39 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Now Here's Fox. Tight defense on him.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And they go to the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the first overtime. Pacers on defense. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane and finish?
And so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Fox passes to Embiid. Oh, that's blocked.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. For 3, Gordon. And Cantor pulls it down. And an intentional foul right there. Drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so the Pacers take the win. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Try to try me like I was a gimmick. Now I got a #1 and they hit me. #1.